I have given a name to my pain. The Batman.
Always waiting for some Batman to save you.
It's simple. We kill
The Bat of Gotham.
You don't really think you'll win, do you?
I'm Batman.
Hey now, I almost said welcome to the Batman on Film podcast, but you're actually at a Batman on Film video cast review of, well, Justice League, which I saw last night, and I am posting my review here shortly on Batman on Film. And actually, if you're watching this, it's already been posted because this is part of the entire written review as well. There were a few things that I did not get across properly in my written review that I wanted to at least discuss with you here on video, and it is well, let's go from there. Be honest, I did not think this film was going to be very good. Maybe because I knew too much about the production. I know about all the changes and the significant amount of work that was done in post-production and the reshoots and just everything that went on. I thought it was going to be a very surmountable task to get it to even watchable, because at one time, allegedly, this thing wasn't even watchable. So my expectations were extremely low. I'm not going to lie. And to be frank, this old concept of the Justice League is not my cup of tea when it comes to my personal Batman sensibilities. Look, I grew up watching Super Friends when I was a kid in the 70s, and I've read tons of DC comics that featured all of the characters that are in Justice League, plus many more that are part of the DC universe. But I've always was a Batman fan, and I liked Batman alone and solo and more realistic type of stories. So regardless, even with Batman v Superman, I went in to that film and this film, well, especially Batman v Superman. I went in that film very optimistic and almost was in cheerleader mode for that movie when it came out, and it burnt me. And it's no secret I'm not a fan of BVS. And with all the changes that were made to Justice League going back even before the thing started filming, and with everything I heard about it, I just didn't think that the movie was going to be very good. And so my expectations were like zero. I had none, and went last night with my wife. And to be honest, I mean, I knew the whole plot. I knew everything was going to happen. And in retrospect, I wish I didn't know, because I might have liked it a little bit more if I hadn't known all the details. But I will say that I did enjoy my almost 2 hours watching the film. Now, did I love it? No. Do I think it is a great film? Absolutely not. Do I think it's one of the best of the genre? No, it's not. And I would say anybody who tries to argue that that's just empirically not true. It's just not. It is what it is. It is a very safe, it is fun comic book film. And it doesn't take a lot of chances. It is what it is, as I said, but it's okay. And that's what they got. They got an okay film. And again, to go from unwatchable to okay, hey, I chalk that up as a win. My main issues with the movie is that the CGI was terrible. And it took me out of the film several times, because I would go, oh my God, that CG is just horrible. Steppenwolf looks terrible. I've seen better video game animation with these characters. And there were, shots you could tell with the reshoots, what was reshoots and what was original. And then there was, the whole Henry Cavill mustache thing, because that doesn't look good, because I know when he was having the mustache CGI'd out. But overall, I think it is it's an okay film. It's a fun film. I think if people go in, they're going to enjoy it. I think this is probably the first DC film in a while that kids can go see. I would recommend it maybe for 9, 10 and up. There's no blood. There's some cussing. There's, I say cussing, there's some minimal bad words, probably nothing that a kid hasn't seen before. But it's pretty safe, and that's the best way to put it. I think it's safe. I think it's fun. I also think it's kind of forgettable. This is not going to, it's not something you walk out and go, man, I got to see that again, and this scene and that scene and this and that, and it just sticks with you. It's just, it's escapism, and it's fun. I can't go back to that word. I am very happy for all those people who have for a long time been saying, I've been waiting all my life for a Justice League movie. I haven't. I know people have, and I hope they love it. I hope they have a good time. I hope the movie does well. And, here's to DC on Film post Justice League. I'm going to give it a C, because I think it's okay, which is average. That's a lot better than I thought it would be F and D's. I would probably bring it to a C+ if the CGI hadn't bothered me that much. And then there's some, there's a few things here and there that are not very good about the film. It's very fast. There's very little, I should say, plot development in the movie. And it's just, it starts, boom, here it is, action scene, action scene, action scene, action scene, end. And that is what it is. So I'm going to stick with a C. If I was being rated on Rotten Tomatoes, I would hope that they would put that in the fresh category, because it's not a C-, it's a straight C. And here's to DC on Film 2.0. I'm looking forward to seeing Aquaman next year. I'm looking forward to see Wonder Woman 2. Can't wait for the first time since The Dark Knight Rises to cover a solo Batman film with Matt Reeves, the Batman, and we'll see what that holds in store over the next couple years. So for Batman on Film, I am Jett, and we'll catch you next time.